Let's see.
Show a text message to me right now.
What's up, y'all?
You know what I'm saying? Everybody hurry. I don't know where they going, but when they get there, oh, they gonna be sorry. The
Wait, let me
message.
run this back. We gotta run it back.
Got the serious look just like y'all got. That's serious, intense look. Because they trying to find his way, trying to figure it out. It's frustrating. I'm trying to listen to God. I got my own flesh and my pulling me here, my own desires, my family, my friends. All these things is distracting me from the truth, and it's difficult to give in, especially when you're young, man. But if you can go through it, you'll come out like gold. If I can go through the fire, They don't want to go through the fire. They want to get the lotto and go to Jamaica in the Bahamas and do their own selfish thing. But he said, if you wait till I exalt you, I give you the desires of your heart. But it's different because the wait, because everybody in a hurry. Technology, it's fast. It's in a hurry. They're angry. They're frustrated. They ain't got time. They're on the cell phone. They want to text message you. Y'all in the same car. You going to text message him. He right there.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
People gave up. People gave up a long time ago on communication. It's just sad how everybody has resulted in communicating through text messaging and Facebook messaging, and everything is just messaging, chatting. Nobody believes in being on the phone anymore.
Everybody in a hurry. I don't know where they going, but when they get there, oh, they going to be sorry. The faster you try to get there, that career, that money, and you're going to figure it out that, man, it was the journey. It was not the destination. You was in a hurry to get there, to come up, to be this, to be that. And when you get there, you're going to feel discouraged more than you did before you even started to get there.
You not know how many rich people was in a rush to become rich, and now that they're rich, they're still, depressed. They're still always angry. They just can never be satisfied with anything. Because none of that stuff got addressed before they became rich and wealthy. They was just too in a hurry to do it. Exactly. Technology took over for real. Yeah, it did. And it got people to the point where they don't believe in talking on the phone anymore or doing anything in person anymore. Everybody believes in this just online everything.
It was the journey, the people that you didn't stop to talk to like me at check. The people at the gas station. You was in a hurry to get there, but it was the journey. It was the gas station. It's checkers. It's the journey, not the destination. Because the destination is steadily evolving. We always growing in wisdom and knowledge and understanding. It's always evolving. And we can never obtain it because it's steadily, constantly evolving. The more humble you be, then the more you can be fulfilled with the truth. But when you think you got it and you're on your way, then you're going to get less of it because can't nobody talk to you. You can't stop. You're in a hurry. It's a difficult thing, but
Can't nobody talk to you. You don't want to hear that. You tired of them talking. You got to get going. People literally do not want to talk anymore. It's like, you know, if you ain't talking money, you ain't talking nothing. It's just about money. That's all it's about. And if they don't hear them digits, you know, they don't hear you talking them digits, they don't want to talk at all.
you got it. I see the intensity, especially being with him. He ain't nothing to play with. Then he talking to me, and you seeing it, you like, wow. You already amazed at his skill and your relationship, but he's showing you the journey. That's very important, amen. He's showing you how to relate, connect to the people. I would say this: it's a man with pushing a basket. This man right here, they brilliant now. Don't look at the outside appearance. I've seen him in action. He was pushing a basket, and I was under the bridge, and I was talking to everybody except him. He was the last person I talked to. He said, "Why?"
I'm gonna play a couple more minutes of this and then I'm gonna just go into, what I'm gonna be talking about.
Can you talk to me first? He said, I should have talked. He said, don't you ever pass by a man pushing a basket and don't acknowledge him. I never do it in my life again. I talk to the person pushing that basket. How's your day? How you doing? I talk to the homeless people because they said be careful how you entertain strangers. And most people that came off the street and they got their
Be
career together.
be careful how you entertain strangers. You feel me? Y'all be out here associating and talking to anybody. I literally don't talk to strangers for real. You know? Majority of the time I just speak when spoken to. I just when you start to learn the ways of the world, you start to learn people because they are the world. They do things just like the world does because they want to be just like them. So it just serves no purpose in you even saying anything to them. You said this crackhead smarter than rich, wealthy folks, older and younger. Exactly. And that's what's amazing because it's the people that go through the harshest times in their life with the most wisdom, honestly. You will look at this man and you will immediately judge him because of um his hair and the complexion of his skin and him being tore up looking like a bum or whatever, but you wouldn't even think to yourself that this man has common sense, has knowledge, wisdom, and a lot of people out here they don't have that. They got money, but they don't have that.
They won't even let you know that they've been through it. They try to act brand new. It's a testimony. What you go through, it's for us to inspire somebody else.
Exactly. That is exactly why I have no problem with telling my story. I don't care what anybody thinks about me, how they feel about me, or whatever the case may be, because we all have a story to tell. So nobody's gonna tell me how I should or how I shouldn't, how I should or how I shouldn't tell my story. Because, like he said, you don't know who you can inspire.
It's for me to pull the weak ones up. It's for you to pull the weak ones up. We don't go through this because of our own selfish reasons. We go through this to give a testimony of how far God has brought me. It was never about me. I thought about me. Before I'm going through this, he said, back up, man. Who you gonna inspire? Who you gonna tell somebody about the glory and the grace of God if you don't go through it? Get out of yourself. And once I step back, I be seeing the deep things of God. And so I don't play with it. I don't ask him for a lot. I just say, give me
Man, you better not play with God. You better not.
my portion for the day. I don't want a lot of things. Just give me enough that I can deal with. He said, I give you, but fulfill your bond greater than you can ever ask. I know what you desire. I know what you need. But Lord, give me my portion where I can be grateful, where I can be thankful. They unthankful. They unholy. They ungrateful. They got a job. They don't want the job. They got 40 hours. You can't work on Saturdays.
Do you not know how many homeless people out here wish that they can get employment? And it seems like it is the people that actually have employment, that have everything that they want, that's still unhappy. You get all the hours that you want and you're still unhappy. It's people out here that really wish they could work like 50 hours, unfortunately. But you get that and you still unhappy. You got a car, you got a job, you got a house, rent paid up, light bill, gas bill, every bill you can think of is paid up and you're still unhappy. You can have, you know what? It's people that got houses on the hills and they still unhappy. Bank account fat as I don't know what, still unhappy. Because people ain't never satisfied. You want to know why? Because it's not about how much money you have. That's the thing. It's not about what you have. It's about who you are. That's what it's about. It's about who you truly are. And people just feel like, they money talk. They money talk.
You can't work on Sundays. Now you got 3 days. They always complaining and griping and murmuring. Stop it. He said be grateful with the little things.
Okay, can you hear me? Y'all can hear me? Put a one if you can hear me. What's up, Carl? You said my grandma always said beware of who you talk to, could be in the presence of an angel. Yeah. Can you hear me? Just trying to make sure. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, YouTube. Yep.
And wait, and I put you there. But he gonna put us in a place where they appreciate me in the job. I don't hate going to work. I gotta watch my back. They backstabbers. You making the money, but I can't go to the job because I gotta watch my back.
Come on, man. He said it best. I'm trying to tell you, man, this is exactly what I be talking about. See, let me tell you something. In this life, we have what you call options. And we do not have to do anything that we don't want to do. We do not have to put ourselves in situations that we do not want to be in. But people don't understand that. And I don't understand how a bunch of grown adults in this world don't understand that. You want to know why they don't understand this? Because people have been conditioned since birth to believe that they have to do these things. But a lot of people do it to prove they point to people. A lot of people do it because they believe that they're chasing the American dream. A lot of people just do it because they feel like they just have to. Because if they don't, something will happen to them. You do not have to go to a job that you don't want to be bothered with in the first place. Do not, do not get up out that bed, take you a shower, put your clothes on, and rush to a job where you know that they hate you at. Your supervisor hates you. Your coworkers hate you. Everybody hates you. And you know it. Either that or you just hate everybody up in there. So why go somewhere where you don't have to go? It's people like myself and this homeless guy and my husband that I know personally that would not force ourselves to go into a workplace where we have to worry about people stabbing us in the back, stressing us out, you name it. It's a lot of stuff on a job that be negative, and you don't have to do that. Like you putting your all into a organization or a place, whatever you want to call it, that just don't like you. I'm not about to get up out my bed and rush to a job where I'm hated, you know, because at that point it looks like you are trying to prove yourself to a bunch of people that you can never prove yourself to. It looks like, it looks like you're pushing yourself every time to be around people that don't like you. But it'd be crazy because these be the same people that swear up and down like, I don't deal with my family. I don't deal with this person. I don't deal with that person. Right. But you deal with the job that hates you, though. You would deal with that, though. I just don't get it. And we live in a world, mind you, where there's adults. But, a lot of adults out here feel obligated. He said they did not realize they were being trapped in the matrix. Right. That's the thing. Carl says, I'm not working for anybody that is going to steal my peace. It is come on, man. It's priceless. Why would you come on now? And you know what? I'm just so grateful that I learned this in my 20s because I know that I never have to work a job where I have to be stressed out. because I'm very big on reserving my peace. I want my peace and I don't want it to be disturbed. And everybody should want the same, but people just they don't think like that no more. A lot of people like chaos and a lot of people just they feel like I'm not going nowhere. Ain't nobody gonna make me go nowhere. That's the thing. People feel like ain't nobody gonna make me do something instead of doing what is best for you.
They're haters. Put me somewhere where I love going to work. I can get up and they appreciate my work and I blend in.
Mm-hmm.
God say, I'm gonna put you there, but if you wanna get it, go ahead and get it.
What do you
Mm-hmm.
think about haters?
That's a part of the balance in life.
Mm-hmm.
They hate. They don't know why they hate. Tell them why they hate sometimes.
You feel me? They don't know why they hating. Tell them why they hating sometimes. Sometimes, when there's a person that really dislikes you and you're trying to understand, man, why did this person dislike me so much? They treat me this way, they treat me that way. I mean, you got to come to the realization that this person is hating on you. That's the thing. In order for somebody to dislike you, obviously that means that they're hating on you too. Hell, it don't matter who it is. Whoever dislikes you is hating on you because evidently there is something about you that they like, that they want, that they know that they can't get, even though all they got to do is just ask you how you did it. They just refuse to do it. So it's like now all of that hate build up, and they just hate you. They hating on you. Tell them why they hating, especially if you know. But a lot of y'all like people in y'all circle that hate you, that's hating on you. You want them around you.
They don't know they hate. It's just standard thing. They get angry. He taught. Every way when he taught them, they hate. They don't even know why. Because don't nobody teach them. Don't nobody take time to let them know why they doing things they doing.
Exactly. And that's why you got a bunch of narcissistic cowards out here. Real talk. A bunch of narcissistic cowards out here. You want to know why? It is simply because nobody tells them about themselves. A lot of people are afraid to speak up like that in that order. And it's like they don't want to tell anyone about themselves. People are afraid to be harmed. I mean, although everybody should know that we should not fear anything or anyone, but people still do. You afraid of the harm that a person would do to you just because you tell them about themselves.
And that's the whole purpose of life. Let them know what they doing wrong if you see it. I always knew I was doing wrong. What about when they showed me long suffering? What about when they forgave me, but I can't forgive him? He made a promise. I made a promise. I didn't fulfill it. Then they go off on me. Well, I got to go off on him because he didn't fulfill his commitment. That's wrong. You got to teach.
Yeah.
They don't know. The only God they know is through you, through your experience. They don't know
Yep.
about church because you can't go to church because it's a business. And all the church people, it's a clique, it's a club. And they done forgot about God. It's a business. Look here.
It is a business, it is a circus. It is exactly what he said. That is how church is now. And, if you ain't got no money, you might as well go and sit your butt down because eventually the pastor is going to call you out because, that's all they do. I've visited many churches and that's what they do. If they see you come and try to join a church, or if they see you come and you visited more than enough, then they're gonna expect you to have that tithe and that offering eventually.
It's just the world. Ain't nobody being bold and talk about God because don't pray in school, take the prayer out of school, all these things. It's the world.
Right.
We're getting in a time where God is not popular no more. And if you talk about it, I don't believe in Jesus. I don't believe in God. I believe in this. I don't care what you believe in. Let my spirit speak for me. Let my action. But it was a time when I was just a hearer and not a doer. We gotta balance out. You gotta go through the fire in order to be a doer too.
You hear me?
You're gonna be a
You gotta go through the fire. You gotta go through the fire in order to be a doer. For real. You gotta go through some hard times, man.
hearer, then you're gonna be a doer.
Yep.
But don't let people throw you off your journey. You can't beat nothing. It's between your relationship with God. They can't understand you all the time because you're trying to figure out your way. I'm trying to figure out my way. I can't prove nothing to them all the time. I don't need them to figure me out. All I gotta do is just be patient and do what was in my ability, my boundary. I don't need to outstep my boundaries. I ain't gotta prove nothing to you. You didn't feel me? No, you can't gonna feel me. I can't put the expectation on you. I don't always feel me, understand me. So that's wrong. Be humble. Acknowledge him in all your ways. When I do wrong, I said something wrong to offend you, forgive me. I gotta say it right away, get it over with. If I offend somebody at work, look, if they persecute me, look at God trying to strengthen me to show them who I serve. I say I believe, I'm walking with it. Well, teach them. They don't know. They don't know why they doing that, why they doing that to me. Let your light shine among men. They might glorify your Father in heaven. It's real, man.
You say I gotta go through the fire. I'm gonna be honest with you. I realized that you probably a minute behind, so you might want to rewind. I mean, hit the fast forward button because it seemed like you a little behind. Yeah, you definitely like a minute behind.
Spiritual all the time, 24/7. But I asked for it. I wanted to be a preacher when I was 6, but I didn't know the price I had to pay.
Mm-hmm.
Much wisdom, much grief, much sorrow. Ain't no other way you gonna get it. But if you can just go through the fire, you'll be like gold.
Yeah. So that's all. I didn't want to play it, but um, man, man, he said it. And like I was saying, there's people out here that they got it made in the shade. They got everything that they need, but they're still ungrateful. Still, you know? And I'm starting to realize, a lot of people are having no choice but to put their pride in the pocket. Put the pride in the pocket and be humble. Why I say that? Because everybody out here now is pretty much struggling. It's no need to hide it. It is no need to hide it. We live in a very expensive um country. Everything has went up, you know. A lot of people can't even afford food. A lot of people can't afford to pay their bills. It's okay. It's okay. It is okay to admit that you're struggling. For real. Um And that's why we got a bunch of people in this world that wants to compete with each other. Everybody want competition. Everybody want to be the first to have this and the first to have that. And it's like nobody wants to admit that they're struggling or that they're going through a struggle because they feel like the whole world will look at them, as if they're just a horrible person. And it's evident that everybody is going through it pretty much. You got to be a very rich person at this point to be able to afford, or I'm going to just say, Simple as you have to have the ability to budget correctly in order to make it in this expensive ass economy. And instead, people just want to keep running and keep running and keep running until they think that they can reach the finish line, but they still didn't reach the finish line, you know. Little did they know when they got to the point of where they thought there was a finish line, it wasn't. So now they got to keep going. Now they can't. Now they can't give up. They out of breath, but they can't give up. You said, I'm caught up. Okay, that's what's up. You know, it is just very sick and very sad. Also, the lengths that people will go when they dislike you. Um, we live in a world with a bunch of people, adults, that have the power and the authority to do what looks like they are helping, but they're not at the same time. I just want to play this so maybe we can get a better understanding. Um, let's see. You know, they just want to make it seem like they're doing what looks like they're helping, but that's not the case. They're actually abusing their authority. Okay, I don't know what that is. Okay, so shout out to King Los again
From the moment
because this song Novocaine is everything. And it is exactly what people need to listen to. Matter of fact, you know what?
Yes, sir.
I ain't even gonna play the song. I wanna read the lyrics and I'm gonna pause it. Okay. We live in a very, very prideful world. Um it was this video that I was watching a while ago, and I remember the comment that somebody made in the comment section, and I just will never forget it because it is just, man. That person said, there's nothing in this world other than aliens that scares me more, and that is humans. And I said, wow. Crazy part is, like, we're not supposed to be afraid. We're not supposed to be in fear or anything. But, one scary part about a human is the fact that you can watch them evolve from a very good person to a very wicked, evil, unstable creature. I'm gonna just say that. That's what's so crazy. It's like you're watching them change. Man, okay. Let's go. What'd he say? Gotta rewind. Fast forward, I mean. Okay, here it goes. He said the whole world suffers from heartbreak. The whole world broke each other heart and they partake in self-hate. Yeah, that's pretty much what the whole world is doing. Yeah, that's exactly what the whole world is doing. They're suffering from their own heartbreak and they just would rather break each other's heart and they partake in self-hate. So, everybody loves self-hate. Said the whole world gangbang, prostitute, and sell weight. Exactly. Whole world turns social media into jail bait. Yeah, that part. He said the whole world really at war, not just Ukraine. The whole world slaves. What white privilege did you gain? The whole world sick. No COVID. They just sick. You want to know what's so sick? You want to know what's so sick about the whole world? It's the fact that, you know, they get off on seeing you angry, upset, hurt, depressed. They get off on just knowing that you're going through something in your life, or they're able to put you through something in your life. That is just sick. Anybody that can really think like that actually has a mental illness and they need to seek help. For real. Or better yet, they just fighting demons. Let's just call it what it is. It's a bunch of people that work within these systems, and they do exactly what the first verse said. The whole world suffers from heartbreak. Whole world broke each other heart, and they partake in self-hate. They partake in self-hate. They hate themselves. They hate the battles that they gotta fight through. Because let's be 100, these people that work in these systems and stuff, they really be trying to make it seem like they don't go through nothing behind closed doors. We're human. We all go through things. We all go through things. So you don't have to hide, and you don't have to hate yourself so much that you have to put somebody else through something or through worse. You know, a lot of people within these systems, they have an issue with uh watching. I don't know what, like, what's so sick. It's the fact that people can create stereotypes and actually not believe that a person is really a good person, and instead they want that person to live up to their stereotypes. Then they want that person to prove them wrong, as if you know them. Make that make sense. Like, you got to prove a person wrong that you don't even know. That's crazy. But that's sick. That is sick. You got to understand, people is just, they sick. What else he said? He said the whole world fake. Everybody's reading a script. Yeah, they are. You know, whole world reading a script. And they hate when you figure them out. They hate when you're not reading from the script. They want you to read from the script too, not just them. Come on, join on in with us. We're tired of reading the same old script. Oh, yep, self hate and insecurities. That's the issue. These people that practice self hate, they just insecure. That's all. Insecure. Bunch of insecure grown adults. Said the whole world evil. Whole world complaining about the whole world, screaming the whole world's insane. Exactly. These is the same exact people that yell out and say something is wrong with the people. What's wrong with people? These be the same ones. Same ones thinking that everybody else is the problem, is really them. They are a part of the problem. And as a matter of fact, they are the biggest problems. Just a bunch of narcissists. Whole world running out of time at the same time. The whole world, one body sharing the same man. That is crazy. The whole world running out of time at the same time. Exactly what I've been saying. The whole world is chasing an image. Ain't that crazy? Whole world chase a bunch of adults though. But they don't want their children to be followers. They want their children to lead, but they can't even lead. Hmm? Make that make sense. You telling your child to lead and be a leader, but you can't even do that. Whole world could just change, but they reluctant. The whole world could change, but they are reluctant. Because just like I always say, people don't believe in change anymore. They feel like change. I don't have to change. It's nothing about me. Ain't nothing wrong with me. But what the guy said? He said people don't know why they hating. Sometimes you gotta tell them why. That's the thing. That's the only way a person can change is if you tell them about themselves. After that, it's up to them. After you tell them about themselves, it's up to them to be the ones to change, not you. Because you can only do and say so much. You said literally everybody can change. Yeah, literally everybody. You know, literally. Whole world feeds off pain and they destructive. Yeah. The whole world, they love when they are able to sit and witness your pain, your struggle. As long as they own struggle and their own pain ain't getting out there, they're able to actually have front row seats to watch you suffer up close and personal. They feed off pain. They love it. Said the whole world live in a nightmare, a bad one. The whole world hates your dream because they ain't have one. That gotta be one of the most realest. I ain't gonna lie, he said the whole world live in a nightmare, a bad one. But that's exactly what I keep saying too. America, the American dream. You mean the American nightmare? That's exactly what it is. The American nightmare. And the whole world hates your dream because they ain't have one. The thing is, when you are living somebody else's dream, you're gonna hate the ones that actually have their own dream. That's why I said the whole world is chasing the image. Because they feel like they're nobody right now. They feel like they're nobody unless they chase the American dream. And then when they see you take your own route, your own journey, it's like, hold up, wait, where you going? No, come back. You're safer on this route. He said, run for your life, the whole world will smoke you. Soon as you die, the whole world will post you and give you all the flowers you can't smell. Whole world should have had his back when that man failed. You know, run for your life, the whole world will smoke you. Because, evidently we know that us good people, we are hated by most. Good people are hated by most people. And majority of us are hated for no reason. We're actually hated by people that we don't even know that's hating on us. We don't even know. It's just that when your name ring bells, everybody starts getting irritated. They don't want to hear that. They hate you. They hate to see you coming. Soon as you die, the whole world will post you. Right. Sometimes they won't. They'll just mention your name one time and then forget about you after that. You know, and give you all the flowers that you can't smell. Yeah. They give you all the credit when you gone off this earth. Whole world should have had his back when that man fell. They wait till you fall. Then that's when they do all of that. They post you online, try to say how much of a great person you were, giving you flowers that you can't smell, all of that. But when you was down and out, everybody turned their backs on you. He said whole world set up every nigga they chill with. Yes. You said, come on now, the whole world living a nightmare. Everybody watching themselves watch themselves. For real. And they really be in denial when I say the American nightmare. They really be in denial. Cause it's like, no, we are living the American dream. How? How? I just want to know, do anybody feel like we're still living the American dream? Or have we ever been living the American dream? Do anybody feel that way? Or is it like, no, you know, we're just living. We're just doing what we're told, you know, doing what we have to do. Because if we don't do what we have to do, then we won't survive this, this world. But explain to me, why is it that even when you do what you have to do, not only are you surviving still right now to this day, because you ain't dead. See, that's the thing. People feel like if they don't do that, they will never be anybody. It's not even about us being alive at this point. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm saying that that's how people feel. They feel like it's not about us being alive. We just got to do what we got to do, because if we don't, we're not going to make it in this world. If you weren't going to make it in this world, you wouldn't be living and breathing today. Real talk. So when is people going to wake up and understand that it's really not about the money? It's about who you are and how you can get through what you go through, and how you could be able to wake up in the morning and breathe again. It's about, are you going to allow the devil to take you down or not? Right? Be grateful for life, you know? And it's like, yeah, we're not going to be anybody if we just don't go to work. I mean, if we decide not to go to work, not to go to school, we ain't going to make it. That's how people live their lives, in fear, because that is living in fear. Real talk. He said the whole world pull out all their cameras and filmed it. The whole world lost and they still in the matrix. The whole world love language really is hatred. What's up? You said the whole world pull out all their cameras and film it. Exactly. Because that's all people do. They film everything. They post everything online. Everything. For clout. The whole world lost and they still in the matrix. The whole world is gonna, you know what? What's so sad? It's like when you talk about the matrix, and when you tell people that they're in a matrix, either they already know that they're in the matrix, or they just, say, what is the matrix? What is that? That's crazy. You know you lost when you in the matrix and you don't know what it is, like what the matrix is. The whole world love language really is hatred. I already said that. That's their favorite word, hatred. They say hatred without even saying it, because they show it more than they say it. Said the whole world scamming your money, claiming they activists. Exactly. That's the worst part about this is the fact that, you know, people will claim to be this person and be that person, and they just scamming you out your money, taking everything from you. And then the crazy part is they take everything, they take your last dime, and then they go online and they show the whole world. They show off to the whole world what they took from you. Said the whole world using your failure for all their happiness. Yep. They want to watch you fail because it makes them happy. It makes them happy just knowing that, they did something to attempt to ruin your life. And it makes them happy. They love to see or hear someone tell you no. Or they love to watch you get denied. They love to know that they have more people on their side that is against you as well. You know? They love that. Whole world casting a spell, doing witchcraft. Yeah. The people that hate you, the people that dislike you, they're preying on your downfall. He said the whole world a joke, and when you get it, just laugh. The whole world no good hoes, that's for the streets. The whole world running from bullies they can't beat. Real talk. See, the thing is, like I said earlier, once you learn the ways of the world, you start to laugh because it is funny. People are funny. The stuff that they do is diabolical, but it's like when you watching the same rerun over and over, you start to learn the whole script pretty much. You know, we all had those favorite shows that we would watch over and over, and we just know all the words to that one little part of the movie or the show. That's exactly how the world is. It's just the same old script, same old. Nothing to see here. Same old, same old. Running from bullies they can't beat. Running from bullies they can't beat. The whole world running from bullies that they can't beat. And it's like, that's my thing. You you running from bullies that you can't beat, right? But you out here selling a dream to people, lying to people, doing people wrong, lying, cheating, stealing, casting spells. You doing all that. And then you running from bullies that you can't beat. You said we learned the lines and all. LOL. Motherfuckers be saying random movie clips. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's so, and then it gets annoying. You know when you already seen that same movie over and over and over again because you wanted to, and then you trying to look for something else to watch on TV, and then that's the only thing that's playing, and it's like, oh my god, I guess I got to sit here and watch this. It's like I don't know if I said it right, but you just tired of watching the same old, same old. Tired of watching it at this point. And it's like the people, man, the people, they're so messed up in the minds. They love being messed up. It's crazy. Bunch of you wouldn't even believe that it's a bunch of elderly people though, like old folks with gray hair, gray hair, gray beards, all type of stuff. And they just this miserable. You wouldn't even believe that it be people that be having health conditions and stuff like that that's still miserable that just want to see you go through hell in your life because they're, miserable from all of the health conditions that they have. He said the whole world wait till you famous to know your name. Then they kill you and won't feel shit, Novocaine. The whole world will wait till you famous to know your name. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Then they go into hiding, Once they see you glow up and everybody knows who you are and everybody start watching your videos and everybody just sharing your videos across the world, now they go into hiding. And they create these smear campaigns on you and they throw you under the bus. They don't want to hear your name. They don't want to see anything positive about you. Ain't that crazy? Man, when a person hates you so much, they don't want nobody to vouch for you. They don't want to see nothing positive about you. All that positive stuff, whatever, that's over with. They don't want to hear that. If you ain't got nothing negative to say, don't say it at all. Y'all heard that stuff? If you ain't got nothing positive to say, then don't say it at all. Well, that's how it is now. It's just the total opposite nowadays. If you don't have anything negative to say, then don't say it at all. Because that's the whole world. The whole world is negative. And it's all about negativity and it's all about money. And yeah. And they are never satisfied, especially if they can't know or get an inside look on your life. They are never satisfied. They need to know what are you doing, where do you live, what are you going through. They don't, and they need to know real personal business about you. They need to be able to watch you, watch your every move, your every step, listen to you, even if they listening to you through, walls, through floors. I mean, people is just so damn weird. If you really want to know, the people of 2025 is very weird. You know, they want to know everything about you. They want to follow you. It used to be a point in time where people will mind their own business. And now it's not like that. They don't mind their business anymore. They want to mind yours. It used to be a point in time where, you know, people would look at you and then turn their head. Now it's like they're staring at you and they're not turning their heads. And when you look at them and you like, why are you staring at me like that? That's weird. They look at you like you trying to cause a problem with them. And then when you turn your head, they get, I don't know, it's like they get a kick out of looking at the back of your head. People is so weird in 2025 that they listen to you at stoplights, you know. And when I'm talking about, you could be standing at the bus stop and a person will pull up, roll their window down because they see you on the phone or they see you standing with a friend talking and they just want to listen. We live in a world where people just, they do the weirdest, oddest things. And then they're always looking at you a certain type of way. And it's like they want to cause a problem with you. I don't even know how to explain it because I'm trying to say it without sounding like a damn child. Because it do sound childish because they're the childish ones. But these people, they look at you a certain type of way. And then when you look at them like, man, what do you want? They looking at you like, what? You got a problem? You want a problem with me? You want me to, harm you or something? We live amongst a bunch of crash outs. A bunch of crash outs. People just ready to crash out. People don't care about their lives anymore. They don't care if they go to jail. They don't care if they have to do prison time. They don't care about dying, getting hit by cars, getting punched in the face. You know, I mean, I'm just being 100. I'm talking about people literally do not care anymore. Those days are over with. And then it's like, it's so weird because everybody wants conflict. Everybody wants problems. Nobody wants peace. Nobody wants to be at peace. People so chaotic. People are so chaotic and they love chaos so much that they want their own set of drama. They're tired of looking at everybody else's. They want to start up their own wars. You know, that's why everybody's just going so crazy and everybody's just like so chaotic in the minds because it's like people are getting tired of looking at reality TV at this point. They're tired of looking at love and hip hop and all these reality TV shows. They're ready to actually live that out at this point. They want to be just like that. They want to be just like Bad Girls Club, Wild and Out and all of that stuff. They want to be just like it. They want to be just like the BET Awards. They want to be famous too. Just a bunch of chaotic, you know, want to be famous people. A bunch of financially stable narcissistic demons. Yes. A bunch of financially stable narcissist. You want to know why? Because for the love of money is the root of all evil. All of that evil that's inside of you is because that love that you have for that money that you got. You said people have hate pumping in their veins, not blood. Exactly. They got the hate is all inside their body, man. You can't tell them nothing. What he say? You can't tell them nothing. Let them hate. They don't know why they hating though. So you gotta tell them why they hating. He said you can't tell them nothing though. Man, I'm telling you, you can't tell these people nothing. You tell a person something is, oh yeah, whatever. You can't even tell a person that they gas tank open while they driving. You try to hunk and let them know, or whatever, they think you trying to hunk at them. Now they having road rage and everything, and all you was trying to do is just simply tell them, hey, your gas tank open. People just want immediate problems. That's all it is in this world. Just a bunch of people that want problems. They want to push your buttons. They want to make you mad. They want to see how you look when you're mad. You know, just sick. No COVID, just sick. They don't want chaos, but they do want chaos at the same time. They don't want peace, but they damn sure do want some chaos. They want some problems. And it's just it's like you gotta wake up. See, let me tell you what it's all about. You have to wake up every day and know that you're gonna have to eventually come across adversity because people are insane. Throughout the day, you might have, one whole good day or whatnot, but the next day you might wake up, you might start off having a good day, and then in the middle of your day, you gotta come across an evil, wicked, vile, uh, unstable creature, a person that doesn't want stability in the mind, and it's a lot of those out here. You just might come across one or two or three or four or a few of them, hundreds of them. That's what we live amongst. We live amongst weird people. People are not the same. It's the people. They're not the same. I'm telling you. I saw this one lady come from around the corner. I was walking and she came from around the corner and I said, whoa. I had to jump because I didn't know what that was at first. I didn't even know that it was a human, but it was a human. You feel me? It was, I mean, what I'm trying to say is, when you living in an unusual ass society, when people just start intentionally not looking human though. Like they would prefer to look like something or someone that looks like something and not themselves. This lady was an overgrown ass woman with rings all in her face and purple and blue and orange and gray hair, whatever the hell that was in her head. And I just jumped because I didn't know I didn't know. I just didn't know. I'm gonna just be 100. And then I had to turn around and I had to double take and I'm like, man. And she's not the first person I've seen out here like that. I mean, people are intentionally looking like something now or somebody. They just don't look human no more. People just starting to just deform right before your very eyes. And it explains also why they so evil because you don't look human. I mean, I don't know. You look like something, but yeah. You said if hate could be a country, it would be American people. Man, I'm just saying, if hate could be yeah, facts. This is a very hateful country, to be honest. None but a bunch of hateful people that live here. But if you really want to know the truth, it's a bunch of hateful people that live in Chicago, man. Chicago, Illinois, the home of hate. Let's be 100. They saying this is the windy city. This is the hateful city. They well known for deep dish pizza and Chicago style hot dogs or whatever. But they're also known for hate. We can't never leave that out. You know, just hate. You said, nah, baby, that lady was mixed with deer. Facts. Yeah. I mean, you know what, you know what's so crazy, man? When there is a person that hates you so much, and when you finally able to see this person up close and personal, you like, man, what is that? What is you? Like, what are you? You don't like me? I don't even know who you are, or I mean what you are, because they be looking like they came up from the dirt. Like they look like something and not someone. And it just be crazy because it's like people just they people be having these health conditions, and they look a certain type of way and stuff, and they be having the audacity to hate you, and you ain't did nothing to them. Sani says the whole Great Lakes region is like that. Milwaukee and Indiana carries a whole lot of hate. Man, oh yeah, I've been to Indiana. And yes, I have been to Milwaukee. And honestly, my personal opinion about Milwaukee, Wisconsin, I'm sorry, but no disrespect to the people that live there. It is a bunch of weirdos that live out there, and they act so damn weird. And I mean, that's what I was telling my husband like the other day. I told him, I said, man, Chicago is the new Milwaukee. It is a bunch of weirdos out here. Like they look like they not even from Chicago. That's what it is too. I feel like it's the fact that it's a lot of people that moved here from other states, and it's just it feels weird. But then again, can't really say that because I can't say the whole world is just going insane. They going crazy. You said I'm from Milwaukee. I left years ago. Man, when I went out there a couple times, I'm like, these people out here is weird. You know, then they stare at you in slow motion, and they just like they look at you like all of them do the same thing. Indiana is just, man, Indiana just a bunch of hateful, evil, wicked people out there. And I don't not I honestly I don't like Indiana. I would just cross over to Indiana to get gas because it's cheaper. But honestly, I'm not dealing with it. You said my mom always said Chicago messed up. Messed up. Yeah, because it's like a bunch of people from, honestly, it is a bunch of people from Chicago that moved to Milwaukee. It is. I've been there a few times, and it's just, I really didn't like it, honestly. But man, these people out here in Chicago is just full of hate. Straight up. Toe up from the flow up. I don't know how they think this city can get any better because you got the black community full of hate, a lot of, segregation and racism going on, uh, corruption. Everybody just want to be somebody. I mean, everybody just want to act like they got it made in the shade. They got money, but the truth is, we all struggling. You said we can't do nothing together in the middle. Can't do nothing. Yep. Nobody supports the real people anymore, right? It used to be a point in time where, the real ones was getting the most support. Yes, the fake has taken over. People are so fake. They so fake. And they took over for a while too, honestly. And I just think at this point that, fake has become normal. It is the new normal. Fake is the new normal. Come on, man. Let's talk about it. I actually did a video on this, and I just wanted to play it a little bit because I actually did a video on this, and it's crazy. And hopefully this computer can work with me real quick. Let's get to this video. Cause yeah, my computer about to die on me, y'all. Come on. Fake is the new normal. Oh, here we go. Okay.
What's up, y'all? So I guess fake is the new normal. No more
Come on,
being
man.
real. No more being you. No more being authentic. Fake. Being fake is the new normal.
Come on, man.
I mean, you know what's even worse about fake?
Okay, let me go back.
I don't get it. Must talk to you. I mean, I don't want to be your friend.
All right, let me go back.
You can't even make this up.
May 24th, 2025. May 24th. And honestly, before this, I had been talking about fake people. I just I just felt like 2025 was going to be a year of the fake people.
You can't make this up. Fake is the new normal. People don't even know how to be real no more. They don't even know how to tell you, like, look, I don't want nothing else to do with you no more. I don't want to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be cool with you. I don't want to be your friend. Just because we blood or whatever does not mean anything. I still don't like you. Or people just don't know boundaries and they don't know how to keep their distance. You want to know why? Because everybody within this world feels that they have an obligation. And they feel like their obligation is to talk to you. They must.
Don't that sound familiar? I kind of just said that, Unfortunately, but fortunately, the truth gets repeated. You said it is literally showing now fake. It is just normal. Exactly. It's normal.
Must talk to you. They must keep themselves relevant.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. I don't get it. You 30 plus, you 40 plus, you 50 plus, you 60 plus, but you still being fake. You still lying. But y'all, you know, you know what's just so mind boggling to me? They quick to whip their kids. They quick to yell at their kids. And they're quick to do whatever to their kids for lying. But it just amazes me how you got overgrown, old ass adults out here lying at the age of 70.
The age is 70. Lying, though. How you do that? How can you do that?
If I'm going to take it to my grave was a person, it would be them. I don't get it. Help me understand.
Please.
Help me understand. Why is it that fake is the new normal? I mean, everybody fake as hell. But I appreciate the fake shit. It sounds crazy, don't it? I appreciate it.
Man, I do. I appreciate the fake shit. I do.
Because if you didn't show me fake, then you wouldn't show me the real you. Because the real you is
Nah, if you ain't show me fake, then you still gonna be. You would never show me. What did I say, man? Let me rewind that again.
Because if you didn't show me fake, then you wouldn't show me the real you.
You wouldn't show me the real you. Exactly. If you didn't show me fake, you wouldn't show me the real you. A lot of people, a lot of people cannot fake that long. They can't. They can only do so much faking.
Because the real you.
It died. Well, gotta charge it. So, man, anyway, we're gonna do a longer video next time, y'all. I'm gonna come on a little early next time. You know, it's pretty late. And I just wanted to come on here and say that a lot of people, they, they just got insecurities. That's all it is. A lot of their ways stem from them being insecure within their own selves, and it's the money. It's the money that changes people. And like I don't understand also how people can be okay with being so deceiving. They want the whole world to know that they actually good people when really they're not. And you should just like if you so comfortable with doing people wrong and being such a horrible person and you know that you're out to ruin someone's life or try to ruin someone's life, then why don't you just show the whole world who you really are instead of hiding? Instead of hiding in the shadows. And then the only time that you speak up and say that you actually enjoy the evil that you do is when you got other people in agreement. But see, that's the thing. The devil, he needs you to be in agreement. And a lot of y'all are in agreement. But nevertheless, y'all, that's it. I'm out for the night, man. And I just want everybody to stay blessed. Have a great evening, great day tomorrow, and just go around making people happy. Wake them folks up.